In this video, I will attempt one of the most dangerous new routes of my climbing career. I've been living in Scotland for almost a year now, but unfortunately I was stuck without a vehicle for most of that, so I spent most of my time climbing at Dumbarton Rock.
No, I'm off. Oh, fuck, I just couldn't find the holds on that upper bit.
It's finding the holes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Over the last few months, I've spent some time exploring some of the deepest and darkest corners of Scotland, and I love it. Something that makes this country so unique is the wide variety of rock types and styles between each glen, and it's pretty mind-blowing to know that there is a crazy amount of new route potential.
It's going to be terrifying. Having projects is great until you have to lead them. I'm feeling quite nervous, as you might imagine.
The Pass of Ballet is this beautiful granite valley sitting just outside the Cairngorms National Park. It contains a wide variety of single pitch trad, ranging from technical slabs to really desperate steep projects. The first route that I tried at Ballet was this beautiful Arete, Smith's Arete. It's a classic of the area and it was definitely a must-do route. A fun new experience that I had in this area was doing a bit of on-site and flash climbing. I don't really do a lot of this and I'm not really too sure why. I've just never really been particularly drawn to that style of climbing. It did take a few days to get into it, but I did find the flow and I'm very happy to have challenged myself in this way.
Damn. Oh, that's full on. Woo! Oh God, I've never been that pumped. Alright.
It's alright when you get up on it though, it just falls into place.
Oh, cool. Alright then, let's not be too much of a wimp.
The very first route that I tried to flash at Ballet was this beautiful little E6. I actually got a lot of beta from Julian Lines, for people that don't know him. He's written a really awesome book, he's one of Britain's most experienced free soloists, and I had the pleasure of actually becoming really good mates with him on this trip.
Cool, that was a slightly spice move, wasn't it?
Well, I don't think I'd done it that way. I
probably used some really crap beta. Quite used to doing that. Weirdly basic. Okay. Cool.
Hold on. You made that.
That was a good warm up. Class, that was really fun. Ooh.
Hold on.
Late one evening, I decided to put a rope down an unrepeated E7 called Lines Hybrid. Getting used to climbing on granite really did just depend on the route. Something that I found really quite amazing is that you just come across any kind of hold. Like there's pockets, there's really small crimps, there's flat crimps, there's slopers, there's aretes, features, and you just really do come across anything. I'd read in the guidebook that it was meant to be a V8 boulder problem into an E4 finish. I've done a lot of this style, so thankfully I felt quite comfortable on it. I top roped it a little bit beforehand, and then I led it with one pad and made the second ascent. One thing that I really loved about this route was definitely the holds and the situation. It's really high up in the pass, and with the sun dropping in the distance, it was just an absolutely stunning experience, and it was definitely one of my favourite routes of the area. Oh, wow. I just loved climbing that route. That was wicked. I just wanted to take this moment to share my appreciation for the climbing brand Rugni. Those who have seen a lot of YouTube content will have noticed that Rugni has been sponsoring a lot of my friends and colleagues. Climbing sponsorship has slowly been worsening over the years, but there's hope that that's now changing. Rugni has since stepped in and began to reinvest money back into athletes and content creators, which has been a real relief. Even though my channel's still relatively small, they've contacted me and offered to support my channel too. Rugni is now offering you the chance to win a year's supply of free chalk. All you have to do is visit the link in the description below. That's it. To make things even sweeter, you can also use code MAT15, that's MAT15, for 15% off everything on their website. That's code MAT15 for 15% off your next order. Thanks for tuning in, guys and girls. Let's jump back into the video.
Please, not like that. Oh, that feels weird.
A route like Wife Beater is really special because it starts as a slab and ends in an overhang. You start by going up this really delicate technical slab, and you've got a mono and loads of really small footholds. It really did feel like you could just ping off at any moment, and considering that I just met Jules, I really didn't want to break my ankles in front of him or anything like that, so I was a little bit shaky on these first few moves.
Tiny bit more sketchy than I wanted to be.
See, like there's a little bit of curve there.
There was a bit, yeah. I think it was you, Julian.
Oh, sorry.
I arrived at some gear, carried on going for a bit, got the higher gear in, and then I was a little bit more comfortable. I was right at home on the upper Arete, where things get a little bit more powerful, a little bit less delicate on the feet. It's not that I don't like that style, it's just I prefer being a little bit more pumped.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, that was class. was class. What a good bit of climbing.
Something that initially drew me to this area was this known project. It was rumoured to be around E10, so I just had to go and have a look. It was obvious at an instant that this route was going to be really serious. The final piece of gear is above a series of ledges that you're guaranteed to hit should you fall.
Wow, okay. It's freaking class. I'm really happy with it. It's like maybe French Arete plus and really bold. And the last move's the crux, which is making me really scared, but yeah. Oh. I'm gonna have to practice it a lot. I do not want to fall off that.
Attempting the project in the autumn, it was pretty clear that it was just a little bit too hot. I had to wait for cooler conditions. I spent some time away from the project, but I did think about it a lot. By January, those cooler conditions did come, and I was ready to seal the deal.
It's going to be terrifying. We're back in the Pass of Balata, and hopefully I'm going to lead my E9 project on this trip. I was here yesterday. I just wanted to get refamiliarised on the route again, understand a little bit more about what it's about, because time away from these things can be a little bit anxiety inducing because you kind of lose perspective. The final move is this dead point to this. It's a pretty good slot, but it's unbelievably committing. It's like, I end up losing 3 limbs as I do this move. So, you know, I end up just pulling on this crimp basically and just launching from this Gaston into this slot. And every single time I do it, it feels like, I do stick it every time, but it's like I have to commit. And that's what I'm really worried about, because when I'm on that run out and I know that if I fall off, I'm gonna seriously do myself some damage, I think I'm gonna find that really quite scary. But yeah, let's just see. I'm gonna get back on a top rope and then I'm gonna make a decision later today on whether I'm gonna go for it or not. Wow, that felt really good. Damn, I don't think I've ever been that focused. Yes. Damn. That is a scary move. Yes. I don't think I've ever had a head point feel that good. Wow, God, that move just felt amazing. Oh, that was what it's all about. That was what it's all about. Oh, yes. Oh, the relief of having topped out the route, it's just a special feeling, to be honest. Like, I was really, really anxious the whole of yesterday and the whole of today, knowing that I had the build up to this really scary lead. And now that it's over, it's like, ah, yes, no more worries, it's all done.
I must say, I do really enjoy going to new places and getting really into them just for a short while. Being able to come here and put up the area's first E9 was really, really exciting. Jules is actually releasing a new guidebook for the area that will be available within the next few weeks. So if you're keen to sample this area, I recommend you check it out.